And happy Friday, happy Memorial Day weekend to you. It's Big Dave Show and Tell, and it's a very special one today, as you can tell by the banner here. We're grilling steaks today with Travis from Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse. Man, there is nobody better to get an idea on how to do a great steak for Memorial Day weekend than the folks at Jeff Ruby's. Travis, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's wonderful. So are you at your home?
I'm at my dad's home, actually. He has the best grill out of all of us. So
he's got the big green.
We're going to have some steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs. I love this. Well, we're going to, this is the unofficial start of summer, so we thought it'd be fun to have somebody who knows more than us about grilling steaks, and you're doing it on the big green egg. I'm going to bring you up full here, Travis, and just start showing us what's going on there. How is it going to, what's some good pointers and stuff for doing some steaks this weekend on your grill?
Yeah, I'm going to pick you up for a second and show you some things that we got going on. So the first and foremost, definitely want to get some nice high quality beef. I'm going to flip you around.
Look at those.
Here we have
wow.
Nice strips, ribeyes. I think you can see that nice and thick.
Mm-hmm.
Marbly.
Good. Nice and marbly. Yeah, so really you just want to get the best steaks you can find. The prime is what we definitely recommend. And get it cut how you like it. And then from there, we also have some of the seasoning. So there's a lot of good seasonings out there. We recommend ours for sure. And you can see there's a little plug for our Kerbside meal kit. So you can go online, jeffruby.com, and order all of this stuff for your house. I know the grocery stores are kind of limited on what they're offering right now, but if you want to get it from us, we'd definitely welcome you. And then, so like you said, the green egg, this is my favorite piece of kitchen equipment in the world. And one thing that a lot of people do that I don't recommend is they spread the coals all around the grill. You see I got a dead spot right there. So really hot off the one side, nothing on the other side.
I have a big green egg at home, and that's the problem I run into is I've just got full heat. I've never thought about doing that. So you're saying separate it on the grate down there, and give yourself a side that's a little cooler for maybe things you don't want to get burnt, like corn or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Gosh, I've never thought of
definitely.
that.
All right.
Throw a cold spot in the grill, and that lets you get a nice sear on your steaks. And then once you get that sear on it, you can move it off to the side, and that lets you cook it up a little bit to the temperature that you want it.
Oh,
gotcha. So you got ribeyes and what else there?
Yeah, we got ribeyes and strips.
Okay.
And
let's do it. We're going to bring you up solo again. This is Travis from Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse going to show us some. He already taught me something for Memorial Day grilling tips. He's putting it now. You got that in the dust right there.
Dust here.
Seasoning.
Nicely seasoned, because a lot of this falls off when you go into the grill. And then
So you just kind of roll it around in there. You don't have to beat it in.
Yeah, you kind of do want to press it in a little bit. Just get it nice crust on it, nice coating, and then you just go straight into the grill with it. So the other pro tip is that you really want to season your steaks right before you grill them. And a lot of people will put salt and stuff on there way ahead of time. And I just don't recommend it, because once you put salt on it, the moisture in the steak starts to come out. And once that moisture hits the coals, or if you put it in a pan and it hits the oil, it just all falls off. And then you wonder, well, I seasoned my steak 2 hours ago. Why does it not taste like anything? So you want to just do it right before, and that'll make sure it sticks.
See, I'm guilty of that too. So
yeah, that's a great tip.
It's a waste of time to do it ahead of time.
Okay.
So you're saying, because we'll do that sometimes, because it's always recommended to not take the meat out just cold from the refrigerator and immediately grill it, but wait though until right before you put it on the grill to season it or salt it or whatever you're doing.
So yeah, they definitely bring it out of the refrigerator beforehand. You want it as close to room temp as possible. That way it has to cook less degree.
Sure.
So it takes a shorter period of time. You can go in a hotter pan or a hotter grill with it. But yeah, the pulling it out to room temp is a good idea, but don't season it when you pull it out, because it ends up too much of that moisture out, it dries out your steak, and then that stuff will fall off as soon as it goes into the grill.
Okay, so I have a question for you, Travis, and this is Travis from Jeff Ruby's Steakhouse here, showing us some grilling tips. I've already learned a lot. Just like Ruthie says, these shows are not only for entertainment, also they're very educational. People are loving this that you're showing us this morning. You've got those steaks you put on there. What were those that you just put on first?
So we had a strip, a New York strip, and a boneless ribeye.
Okay, so one of each. What were the thickness of those?
They're about 1.5 inches thick.
And the temperature?
And we're in the grill at about 500 right now.
Okay.
So that's my question. To get it, say I want it medium, a little pink but not bloody, what would I do on each side of 500 degrees in that egg?
For about medium, you want to go a couple minutes on each side to get a nice char on both sides, and then move it to that colder part of the grill, probably 5-6 minutes at 500.
Do you flip it once you get it on the colder part, or just leave it?
You can just leave it. The less times you flip it, the less seasoning that falls off.
Okay.
Oh, that's good to know
You kind of
too.
want to let it go. A lot of people like to mess with it, like moving it all around.
Don't play with your food.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Don't play with your meat.
Yeah, you see on TV sometimes they're like constantly they're grilling out and they're constantly flipping, and I never do that. But I mean, so
The
can we
worst is
see
when you
what
have a guest over. Like my father-in-law will come over and he starts touching my grill and stuff. I'm like, dude,
Dude, back up.
yeah.
Let's see what the steaks look like right now. They've been going for a couple of minutes there on the egg there, 500 degrees.
Oh man.
Oh,
Look at that.
Boy.
And
You're saving those other two for when I come over later today, right?
I was
Oh
going
my
to say,
God.
where are you located? We're on the way.
Look at that.
yeah,
That flip.
that
That's
looks
not-
awesome.
not 100% seared yet, but good enough.
Yeah.
Yep, another couple minutes on that side, and then we'll move it to a colder part of the grill.
So to the colder part of the grill. This is great. If anybody's got any questions on Facebook, go ahead and get that going. We'll ask you. Somebody says we should have a new segment, Cooking with Travis.
Yeah, seriously.
I agree.
Perfect.
So
My
Travis,
last tip-
go ahead. What were you saying?
my last tip on the outside grilling is the lid has to stay closed. I see so many people make the mistake of like, it's hotter with the lid open. True, there's more oxygen. It does you no good. All that flavor just comes right out the top of the grill. So
Oh,
No
lid
peeking.
closed as much as possible. And you keep
Keep
all
it
that
closed.
smokiness in there.
See, my
Unless you're
husband
flipping
does
it.
that. He's always out there checking on it. I'm like, leave it alone. That's why he's not allowed to grill at our house.
He's not. Chelsea's the grill master. So Travis,
is.
besides steaks, of course, a lot of people do pork chops or chicken on the grill. I always have a hard time with chicken because, unlike I know steaks, you're not as worried about getting food poisoning or anything like that from undercooked. But chicken, I am, and I always tend to overdo like a chicken breast. I get it just either dried out or just burnt. Do you have any tips for doing chicken breasts on the grill?
Well, the biggest tip with chicken is definitely to leave it sitting out for a little bit, and I know that goes against the safety and all the people are concerned about getting food poisoning. But the closer to room temperature you can get your chicken, the better. A lot of people try and throw it on from cold, and it just takes so long to get the middle up to the right temperature that by the time that's there, it's dry as a bone.
That's it. That's what does it. So let it. Now the same thing you said. The same thing you said about seasoning your meat before you put it on the grill. Should you do chicken the same way? Because a lot of times you marinate chicken. You can do chicken.
I love the marinade chicken. Worcestershire, little hot sauce, garlic.
And you can let that sit for a while.
Yeah, let it sit. You can marinate it for all day, and then pull it out for an hour before you cook it to let it come up to temperature.
Okay, we got a. Oh, I'm sorry.
My grandparents used to let chicken sit out on the counter all day long, and we all lived through it. So
there you go. Vicky's got a question. I don't know if you can see it. She says, "I love this. Thanks for the info, but I use a gas grill. All of this info still the same for a gas grill."
Absolutely, the gas grill works great. The same deal. Just keep one side of it. If you got 2 burners or 4 burners or whatever, keep one side really hot. The other side, turn it down to low. And then if
cool.
you have a fire in there, it's harder to regulate the fires inside the grill with a gas because of the amount of oxygen that goes in through like the little spots on the side. So if you have a fire in there, just put water.
All right, I know you know this guy. He's my friend, and he works with you guys a lot. Ben Stallard has got a question. Are these steaks available in Jeff Ruby's Curbside meal kits? I figured he'd be sneaking around on here today, my old buddy Ben, and wondering that. But you were talking about those steaks that you did. Are you able to get those to take home to grill up yourself from Jeff Ruby's?
Absolutely. So we have 4 different packages, or 4 different types of steaks available. We have fillets, strips, ribeyes, and then we have one that has everything all in it. And we also are doing salmon and king crab and shrimp cocktail, everything you need for your Memorial Day grill out.
Oh,
Can
my
we use your discount?
Yeah.
We use Ben Stallard's discount.
Ben Stallard, yeah. So
There we
you know
go.
Ben, I know Ben and his wife Sarah really well, and since I did this favor for Ben as far as reading his question, I'm going to tell you right now, if you've ever met his wife Sarah, this guy way outkicked his coverage.
Oh.
Dang.
I'm just teasing you, Ben. You know that, but he's probably nodding right now. He used to be neighbors of ours over in Park Hills, but they're all great. I love Ben and Sarah. So thanks, Ben, for reminding us. He's just making sure we're crossing all our T's and dotting all the I's
Yeah.
on this.
Hey, I see you got some veggies over there too. Are you gonna get those on the grill also?
Yeah, so I think we're about ready to move the steaks to let those cook up and move those to the colder part of the grill.
Wait a minute. Let me bring up Ben real fast because he just said agreed.
funny.
Ben's a good dude. Thank you, Ben.
Some asparagus here.
Asparagus.
Let it all fall through the grill.
Let me bring you up full on there, Travis. So you're doing. My wife loves asparagus on the grill,
I do
and I
too.
want to see is this a good way to do this? Oh, we lost you a little bit there.
You guys.
Ooh, look at the
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
There we go. I'm back.
So so you're just putting that asparagus
A little
straight,
bit of steak seasoning
a little steak seasoning on there.
straight on. Yep.
slow and
You
steady.
gotta put it. You gotta put the opposite way of the grill grates. It all falls through there.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Travis. So a lot of times when I'm doing things on the grill, and Chelsea, you probably do the same, and Stat and Ashley too. When you're doing a vegetable, sometimes you feel like you need to wrap it in aluminum foil as opposed to just setting it straight on the grill.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts on that, Travis?
I do a lot of potatoes in foil, and just put them right on the grill, and then open it up at the last minute to let them get a little char on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if you do like broccoli and stuff where it really needs a good steam before you put that hot fire on there, then definitely. But asparagus, you can kind of just go sear it, char it on the one side, and then move it to the other part of the grill, and it'll cook up.
The cooler part.
nicely.
I love this cooler part of the grill you showed me. It's like the cooler other side of the pillow, man. I never had thought about that on the Big Green Egg. You know, to take like and if you just joined us, if you have a Big Green Egg and you're able to put that big lump charcoal on one side and keep one side a little cooler because it's going to get heat, but you don't get the direct flame underneath it. I can't wait to grill because that's the problem I run into with the Big Green Egg is I burn stuff doing that.
Easy to burn stuff in there. It's so
And
hot.
if you have that whole fire roaring and stuff, yeah, absolutely. So that's a nice tip to have. So how long on that asparagus?
A
Dave's
couple
getting
minutes.
hungry.
Yeah,
Okay, just
it's
a few
pretty
minutes.
much done.
Just a few
Well, I
minutes?
think yeah.
That steak's got to be close over there.
Yeah, this is making me hungry.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
in chef world, we would normally like poke it to kind of know the doneness. That's one way to do it for sure. These nice digital thermometer here. I don't know if you guys see that. They're still pretty rare. 97. Yeah, 115. So we're gonna go up to about 120 on there.
And that'd be rare on the inside, or what would that be at 120?
120, you're gonna pull that out and let it rest for about 5 minutes, and it'll be about medium rare.
How do you like your steak cooked?
Medium rare, for sure.
Yeah, me too.
And just out of curiosity, because I've got a family member who likes their like hockey puck charred steak. When you get that order in the kitchen, what goes through your mind? Like, what do you prejudge those people?
No, definitely not. It's it depends. I mean, it's a little unfortunate for the cow, but other than that, I mean,
Well, it's funny. My husband is.
so whatever you want to do with it after that, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, he'll order it and he does like his well done. And they always say the chef will not guarantee it.
The shoe leather. Let me ask you this, Travis, as a chef for Jeff Ruby Steakhouse, how much of an insult is it for you when you make a steak and somebody at the table asks for A1 sauce?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
Or even
That
ketchup.
Yeah. If you get your steak well done, it needs that A1 sauce, so we're happy to give it to you.
There you go.
Don't complain that it's too dry, but yeah, we put a lot of time and effort into our sauces that we make at home, and so the A1's kind of unfortunate again, but that's all right.
I like putting A1 on my like cheeseburgers or hamburgers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. And Kim wants to know, Travis, what degree should you get the meat to for medium?
You should go up to about 130 with the thermometer, and then let it rest. And by the time it gets 135, 140, you're good to go for medium.
Okay,
cool.
That's good.
You want me to cut open one of these steaks and see how we did?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, and feel free to drop it off at the station.
Let me bring you up there and let's see your whole thing there, Chef Travis. Oh my. I can literally smell these steaks right now.
I know.
Oh man, look at that.
Oh,
cutting right through like butter.
So there we go. Medium rare there. Let's see if we can get a little close video. Gray is not really the best outside for showing off.
So that's medium rare right there. Okay. Look at there's a dog in the background now. I think that it smells your food.
For sure. My dad's ready to eat, and the dog is totally just about to come and smash some Jeff Ruby steaks.
He's waiting for you to not be looking. Yeah.
Yeah. Cindy says the Jeff Ruby rub is excellent on chicken, pork, and burgers. She is addicted to it. So
good.
Wait a minute. I think we've got a relative on here, Travis.
Oh.
Is this your Aunt Diane? Says send that to your aunt in Alabama.
Put it in the mill. It'll be well done.
Yeah.
By the time it gets
Wrap it up in aluminum foil. Put it in there.
Well,
That's
Travis,
why they all eat it down in Alabama, I think.
this has been great, and thank you for showing us some great grilling tips here as we go into Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, and we love it, and thanks for all the tips and on the times and everything else. And Jeff Ruby's going to be opening up all the restaurants on June the 3rd. But you can get the meal kits right now. Can you tell us one more time about those, or Ben Stallard's going to yell at me?
Yeah, so meal kits available for this weekend for your grill out at jeffruby.com. And you just go on, you place your order. We have several different options of steaks and some seafood. And then you just go to one of our restaurants. We're in the Carlo and Johnny up in Montgomery precinct here, down in Columbia, Tusculum, and then if you're in Louisville, Lexington, Nashville, or Columbus, Ohio, you can go to one of those locations, and you just pull up, and we put the bag in your car, and it comes with everything. You got mac and cheese, asparagus, bread, butter, steaks for the family.
Oh my gosh, this is wonderful.
That's perfect.
Yeah, you got it all.
And you said it's jeffruby.com.
Jeffruby.com. Yep.
No S on it, just jeffruby.com. I want to make sure we get that out there. All right. Cool. You guys are great. Wait a minute. Ben, one last message from Ben. He has to say here. Even me there. All right. Well,
cool.
Thank you,
Thanks for
Ben.
having me
And
on.
yeah, Travis, thank you for all the wonderful information this morning. I hope your dog and your dad enjoy those steaks.
And I got to tell you, my brother and
Absolutely.
I are always having grill off competitions, and I'm totally going to kick his butt now.
Yeah.
She brought in a ringer. She phoned a friend. Chef Travis, thank you very much.
Thank you all. Appreciate
And
it.
everybody have a
Have a
very
good Memorial
happy, same to you, and everybody watching, have a happy and safe Memorial Day weekend. Don't forget, coming up, the same kind of thing is going to happen at 11:30 on our B105 Facebook page. I'm going to be talking with Carly Pierce from her house in Nashville. A little Grater's ice cream has been shipped to this local girl. She's happy as she can be. We'll answer some questions with her. Chef Travis, thank you again, buddy.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
You
Thank
too.
you.
That's so
See y'all
cool.
soon.
See you, man.
Bye.